Hello, Web3 TV friends. I'm Ornella Hernandez, and I am in Hong Kong at the WOW Summit. I'm here with one of the attendees, Floyd. How are you today?
I'm doing good, Ornella. Lovely to be here. Indeed, Hong Kong's really buzzing.
Yeah, it is. It is. Is it your first time at the WOW Summit?
Yeah, it's the first time at the WOW Summit. Of course, I've been to Hong Kong many times before, but it's also my first time after COVID-19. So it's been like 4.5, 5 years since I last came. So definitely exciting.
Okay, and how are you finding the crypto and the blockchain and Web3 community in Hong Kong?
It's very interesting because despite all the challenges and things that we've seen, I think the community is there. It's coming together, it's coming back, and it's definitely alive and buzzing, like I said. So very interesting.
Your company, Blockchain Worx, is based out of Singapore. So how would you compare Singapore to Hong Kong when it comes to the Web3 world?
Blockchain Worx is headquartered in Singapore, and then yes, Hong Kong is one place we've always been keen to kind of look at, being so super eager to be here. And then one of the things we want to explore is, can we also expand to this part of the world, because Singapore is great and it's got a vibrant ecosystem. It's got a fantastic fintech ecosystem. The Singapore Fintech Festival, one of the biggest in the world.
Yeah.
But I think Hong Kong's got its own, community. It's got its own vibe, and I love it. Yeah, definitely.
All right, so let's talk a little bit more about your company and what the mission and vision is behind it.
Correct. So, in fact, what we do is we are a Web3 studio. It's like a blend of a product and venture studio. And then one of the things that we're looking at is sustainability, right? And how can we use modern approaches like decentralized finance and Web3 technologies to counter, the challenges, or to counteract climate change, things like climate change, but also help companies get to that net zero mandate that they have.
So how can we use blockchain tech to combat climate change?
So here's one thing. So today, you've got a number of companies that have put out open statements saying that they want to go to net zero, which means is to completely be carbon neutral.
Is that an actual possibility, Floyd? Being realistic here.
You know what? The realist in me says absolutely yes. The optimist in me says, why haven't we done it yet? But here's the main point. One of the biggest things is that we have tools, and carbon markets is one of those indispensable tools we have to make this happen. Now, the challenge is if you look at carbon markets today, they are highly decentralized by nature. Credits generated in one part of the world, which is predominantly the emerging countries, traded in a second part of the world, which is usually financial hubs like Hong Kong, Singapore, and retired into an altogether third part of the world. So by nature, they are decentralized. Now, if you look at the carbon markets today, they're very centralized, very jurisdiction specific, in little pockets, very fragmented. Throwing a centralized solution at a decentralized problem will never scale. And that's where we are stuck. And our mission right now is to say, let me take a step back. If you park that on one side, if you go to the other side, today you have DeFi and Web3 tools that are actually creating waves, right? You have stackable protocols, based on smart contracts on a blockchain that enable everyday people to buyers and sellers, lenders and borrowers to trade peer-to-peer, to connect and trade peer-to-peer without any middleman in the middle. This is not something that's coming. It's already here. It's in early days, and it'll only go up from there. So point is that these things exist, and for us is how can we take some of these tools and these technologies and apply them and bring about that decentralization necessary to scale carbon markets.
Okay, so if you had any superpower, any blockchain-based superpower, so you could change anything within the Web3 world or anything in the world, what would it be?
So here's one thing, and this is interesting. So today, there are countries across the globe, many countries that are piloting CBDCs, Central Bank Digital Currencies. You also have the stable coins in the Web3 world that we have, right?
Yes.
One of the things we're looking at to do is to say, can we have CBDCs backed by ESG assets or carbon credits? Now, by putting sustainability into your very currency, everyday currency that you use, you innately make the entire ecosystem, the entire financial system sustainable.
Right.
So
you could do that with the flick of a finger. That's what you would do.
Now, we'd have CBDCs backed by carbon credits and ESG assets.
Okay, good one. One more question. Since we are at the WOW Summit, I've been asking people to recall like a standout moment in their lives, a wow memory that if you could tokenize, make it as an NFT, what would that memory be?
Very interesting. Right now, I can think about this event itself. So, in fact, I know some guy, and this guy's a really interesting chap because we met about 6 years back, and he actually remembered it. And I think they are tokenizing some of, and then they've got event NFTs that they're trying to, and I think they're selling some jackets and stuff like that have embedded chips that kind of let you mint the NFT. So that's one thing I would definitely go. In fact, I want to go and do right after this.
So you would tokenize your time at the WOW Summit Hong Kong. Love it. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Floyd.
Ornella, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.